So we're here in our garden, and we've been to this place for 3 years now. It's a beautiful place, the house and the environment. We had some plants already in the garden just when we got it, but there was also kind of wild growing palm trees which we had to cut down in order to make some new species grown here. For instance, this olive tree on the right hand side, or the back on the other side, and we even try with this subtropical cassia. Now we're in the month of November and it's still flowering beautifully. Now I have it for about 3 years. I'm interested in plants since I've been a young man. I got my studies in pharmacy, and after I had a thesis on historic botany, which now dates back around 40 years. And I had, well, you can tell it's another second study in botany, and I was pretty much experienced in Swiss botany. I was going to excursions in the Alps, but also out of the country in the Mediterranean, eastern part of the Mediterranean, western parts, also in the Americas, but not very much. As I told, it was a long time ago. Then I had a very tough career as a pharmacist, and not very much time to do my hobby. But now, as a pensionist, as I told before, I had the chance to buy this site and the garden with the house. And now I can try to plant different species, and I also make some tries with plants that haven't been found yet here, or I'm not sure if they have. It may be pretty astonishing that in this part, which belongs actually to Central Europe, you find such a lot of Mediterranean and subtropical plants, which you see all over this region in many gardens. As a matter of fact, there are large water surfaces in Central Europe, such as the Lake of Constance, the Lake of Geneva, also some other Swiss lakes you find on the Swiss Midlands. But the main difference is between these lakes here, for example, the Lago Maggiore, the Lago di Lugano, the Lago di Seo, the Lago di Garda, Lago di Como, is that these lakes, the latter, are south of the Alps. And this is a very important point, because during the most and harsh winter time you have in Central Europe, the winds from the eastern part of the continent can't reach what you call the Insubrian part of northern Italy and the Switzerland. Well, not really. I mean, we had a winter in 2011, we had around minus 15 degrees centigrade north of the Alps, and here in the southern part we had maybe minus 5 or minus 6. And you have also this kind of microclimate, which is also very important. We are now in the western part of the shore of Lago Maggiore, and with this steep territory we have during daytime. In winter we have sunlight, and if there is some snow, it's melting away within a couple of hours. You won't see anything, and all this you don't have north of the Alps. This is really important. Which is also important is that you have great surfaces of water in these lakes, which heat the surrounding landscape up to 500 meters above sea level. So that's why you can grow all this kind of species you may find on the Mediterranean shore, or in southern part of France, or maybe in Yugoslavia or other places very close to the seashore. And now we try with other species such as Washingtonia filifera, Butia, Theophrast palm tree, the Palmetto palm tree from the state of from the Carolinas down to Florida. You can discern nice Cycas revoluta, and further up you have Theophrast date palm, native from Crete and surrounding islands, and also southern Turkey. The orange tree you can see here has some fruits just on the rear part of the tree. Back here you can discern grapefruits. There are at least 3 of them. Avocado tree, or tree is maybe exaggerated, it's a shrub, but it grows up to 5-10 meters when it's adult. We have also the Caesalpinia up there. Up the wall you have a climbing specimen of Bougainvillea spectroglabra. In front of me we have 2 kumquats which have a lot of fruits on them, and is one of the most hardiest citrus you can grow here. Well, unfortunately they're not yet ripe, they're still green. They have a nice yellow coloring when they're ripe. So we have 2 fern trees, Dixonia antarctica, which we try here for 3 years. This part of the garden, you see this beautiful winter camellia now flourishing for a couple of weeks now. On the right hand side you have this Pandorea ricosiliana with those nice pink flowers still in bloom, and well, started flourishing end of September. And the one which is not in bloom is the palm tree, which is the Maggiore palm, the Nanorops ricciana. On the left side we have some well, rather common plant here, which is Fascia. Just in front of us is a Cape Brissago, which is still flowering at this part of the year. Specimen of Chifomandra betacea, which here needs some protection in wintertime. Here we have madrone. You see the fruit, which now are falling down, and the flowers just coming out maybe 10 days ago.